Hi, this is Lola. Lola's by my side a lot these days. We're giving her extra love because old girl has had a rough week. So say hi to Lola. She's 16 at the end of this month. I'm here today. She's helping me show you. We have the fall cherry box. So we're gonna unbox it together. These have actually already shipped and they had to do a restock because they're so good. And so I wanted to show you what's in it in case you want to go grab your own. It's really good. And so let's get into it. All right. So this is fun. Ooh, I like this. It like has a little introduction. Okay, so it comes really cute and wrapped up. And I like to try to keep the paper just in case because, you know, you can use it to like back photos on a layout. You can use it for all kinds of things. So this one is unusual because it's not a 12 by 12. So a lot of times the boxes have 12 by 12 papers. But you know, while we are a lot of scrapbookers, a lot of us maybe don't do scrapbooking. I mean, I do scrapbooking, but a lot of the people that are cherry fans maybe don't do scrapbooking. And so I think that this is going to appeal to a lot of people, even if you don't scrapbook. Which one do I open first? I don't know. Let's do this one first. For no rhyme or reason, because I know it's also good. And you've probably already seen it floating around. They did an unboxing a while ago, but just wanted to show you. So we have a Sizzix kit. Let's open it, I guess, unless it's too hard to open. But I like to show you guys things. But this is a Sizzix shaping kit. Okay. So think like, my immediate thought is like a flower. So we have a foam brick. If you have die cut florals, you would use these little balls on the ends of this tool to kind of like shape your paper. You're breaking down the paper molecules a little bit and you're making them softer and more pliable, and you're shaping them around these balls in different sizes to bend them up. Kind of the same idea as when I do butterflies. I posted a video recently about doing butterflies, and I always like bend up the wings, right? And then you got a good little set of really sharp tweezers. These are super sharp. So I don't know if you get a lot of fiddly little things going on. Sometimes I get a little frustrated, especially when I have my nails done. I maybe have some frustration with doing fiddly things. So that would solve that problem. I do have a pair of tweezers that are from We Are Memory Keepers, but they are lighted. But the tip of them is much like thicker, and they're gripped, and so I like that these are really sharp and they can be used for different things. Yeah, so that is a really awesome set of tools to have for any crafter, and a really good deal in this box because this box is $50, and I think the products in it are equal like over $100, so it's a really great deal. This is weathered wood distress spritz. So it's like a gray black color, and it has a really nice shimmer to it. I've never used distress spritz, so I'm excited about this one. And excuse me. Excuse me. I have mica spray from Tim, and so I'm curious to see how that compares. The mica spray is very watery, and this looks like it's pretty pigmented all the way through. So this is Tim Holtz Ideology Vignette panels. Vignette panels, not vignette. Where was that word? Like beignet? No, vignette. Excuse me. But these are beautiful. They're wood panels, and they are already stained, and they have like stamped things on them, like old rustic things. Oh, this could be fun. So these could go on a scrapbook page, or these can go, oh my goodness. I don't know what's going on. I do have my window open. Maybe I need to close it. The Tim Holtz always sells all of these products that can be used for just altered items and like really just cool artwork. And so I think you could do some really cool home decor with these. I don't know what I would make with this, so I'm gonna have to think on it, but I think it could be fun. Stay tuned. Keep coming back to see. So that was 3 things in that bag, and then there's another bag. So a lot of times the bags are kind of themed for the season. And obviously fall is like Halloween for a lot of people, but a lot of people don't do Halloween. Thanksgiving, well, that's American, and I think we have a lot of international customers. So I like that this is fall. Now, I will say also, we know our customers in the other hemispheres are not experiencing an autumn. I know we call it fall here because leaves fall down. Autumn. We call it autumn in other places. But you can still get this and either retroactively scrap some photos, or save it for later if you are not experiencing the fall season, or come visit us and get some pictures. And it's got like fall vibes, right? So we have leaves and we have wood grain, but we don't necessarily have like a specific holiday or something. So if you're not like into celebrating those, then this is for you, man. Okay, so we have a theme, right? We have Sizzix and we have Tim Holtz. So this is a Stampers Anonymous stencil. I will say I'm not sure if it's the same one. I think it is though, for everyone. Sometimes the tray boxes would differ on what you got, but I think it's the same one. And I love this. I don't have one like this. So it's kind of mimicking a leaf a little bit. But also, it doesn't have to be. Could be a tree, you know, just a design otherwise. So if you ever watched him, he does amazing things and does really good with layering, and he doesn't really clean stuff so much. So like he'll mix colors and he won't really worry about that a lot. I like to do texture paste a lot with stencils, but I've really been getting into ink blending over the last year or so. So that's fun too. Those are my favorite part. We're going to save them for last. This is fun. So we have a 3D texture fade, and I do have, so this is like dry embossing folder, and I do have a few, and a lot that are actually a wood grain. Of the few I have, many are wood grain, but I don't have one that looks like this. This one looks like an actual real tree. Ooh, this one's like heavy duty, sturdy too. The ones that I have are like much flimsier than this. This is so interesting. So I would say one thing to know, if you do get this, we've got dies and we've got texture fades or embossing folders. You need a manual die cut machine. And by manual, I mean like if you have one of the ones that are powered electronically, but one that you can stick things through, that pull it through, rather than just like not electronic like a Cricut or a Silhouette. So you would need that type of machine in order to do these. So if you don't have one of those, I have a Big Shot. I love my Big Shot. I probably use a Big Shot in every project that I make. Almost everyone. Probably at least 90 to 95% of my projects anyway. So I'll put a link down below if you don't have one and you've been on the fence and you might want to get one. Because like I said, it's one of my most used products. And if we want to talk about apocalyptic scrapbooking, which is what I've been talking about a lot lately, but really like sustainable. So like if we ever get to a point where we are trying to like reuse a lot of supplies, a lot of reusable supplies, not buying so many thickers, right? So maybe using our dies to create lots of titles, that is a product or a tool that you will probably want in your stash. You can just invest in dies and things, and then you can reuse and reuse and reuse, and you don't really have to worry about you know, buying a pack of letter thickers where you're only going to use half, and then you know you don't really have a use for the rest of them. So an investment. I like it. I like the idea. So this is really beautiful because even as someone who has a bunch of wood grade items, I don't have this. A very realistic tree board type wood grain. So I love that. Excited about this. It is Tim Holtz craft sock, but it's also black. So again, not a holiday themed box. It's an autumnal themed box, but if you are into being spooky this season, well, we got you covered, because even though we don't have Halloween stuff, we have like black here, and I think we could do some fun stuff with this. Ooh, it's textured. I like it. And so the other side is craft. So I assume when you like rip it a little bit, you're going to be able to see the brown. And so if we go back to thinking about this, these tools, we get into this and we cut out leaves, and then we use these tools to kind of craft our leaves, to fold them and bend them and mold them in the ways that we want them to go, and they can go on our projects. So they can go on your scrapbook pages, they can go on your altered items. In fact, I have a blog post. I'm not sure when this video will post, but the blog post will go up on Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th. And it talks about making holiday and party decor. And you could totally do that with these items because you could make some fall and or Halloween decor and use some of the tips in there. And so one of the tips that I was talking about was making like a garland or an embroidery hoop with paper though. Like if you don't have to embroider it, you can use your beautiful paper products and put it inside a hoop, and it'll be just like a vignette, if you will. You could put some really cool wood panels on it, and then, you know, have those 3D elements coming off. So I know like a lot of times I like to do 3D elements, and maybe on a scrapbook page they might not hold up so well, especially if you have one that's inside a page protector. But this is a way to use those 3D elements that you have and you love, and display them in your home or at a party, or, you know, and a gift for someone. So I'm excited about this. Speaking of your manual die cut machine. So here we have Sizzix sticky grid sheets. And if it is standard size pad, I think I have like the extra long pad though, but that's okay. Well, actually I use, hold on. I actually most often use this iCrafter pad, which has been loved. And at first I wasn't using the right sandwich, so I did wrinkle it up. Ignore that side. We use this side. It is magnetic. I love it and hate it sometimes, but anyway, that's the standard size, so it fits nicely there. But it says it holds your thinlits and frames perfectly in place while documenting. So if you don't have a magnetic pad, then this does. Okay, so like this. I don't want to. Well, I already showed you my face, I guess, but. So this is another pad I have from Sizzix, but this is the precision pad. And so it is for, it is for very intricate dies. So this would be perfect to place your sticky pad on, but it's not magnetic. And I've gotten used to using the magnetic one, and I get a little spoiled sometimes because it holds everything in place pretty much where I want it. So this is perfect for me because I love to use this one on my very intricate dies, or sometimes just ones that need more attention, like this one from Lawn Fawn. All these little lines, it's like a what do you call it, a banner. It's fringe, it makes fringe, and so all these little lines, I guess it doesn't cut well on this magnetic pad. So I've been using my precision pad, so this will be really nice to hold it into place. So peel, place, position, cut, and then I assume it comes off really nicely. To be fair, I haven't used it. So, and it says sold separately. You use with your Sizzix cutting pad, your Big Shot. You can also fit in a Vagabond, a Big Shot fold away, or a regular Big Shot, or a Big Shot Plus. I think I have a Big Shot Plus. I've had it a long time, and the handle has fallen off, and my husband is pretty handy and has a lot of tools and things, and has been to the store with the handle. Cannot find the teeny tiny screw for it. That's okay. I just let it fall off and hit my big toe sometimes, and it hurts. When I tell you I'm a hot mess crafter, I'm not lying. All right, so we have Sizzix, Tim Holtz for Sizzix thinlits, and these are a set of leaf dies. I have another set. These are like fall leaves or autumn leaves. I have like a garden leaf or branch set from him, and it is probably one of my most used die cut set. So I'm really pumped about this one. And they always come in these really nice little envelopes. So I have like a magnetic system that I use, but when they get fiddly, when they get to be a lot like this, that's a little annoying for the magnetic system that I use. But so that's why I super love these little pockets too. Sorry about the noise, but yeah. So you have this fun like branch, and then just a bunch of different falling leaves. Oh, another branch. That's nice to have two different branches. And then if you don't cut them out on like a one-sided cardstock, so like a patterned or a textured cardstock, then you could also like interchange them. So you can cut it out and like flip them around either side, and so you can have like two branches that are kind of like mirroring one another. That's nice too. You have like a wee little one, and so these are nice. I have quite a few leaf die sets, but these are in like the Tim style, so they're a little like more jagged edge. And I love how they have like different sizes. So they have a couple bigs, and then they have quite a few mediums, and quite a few of the smaller ones. And so I love a good variety like that. I feel like it makes for a very balanced project, whatever you're using. Big fan, big fan. I'm telling you, this box is so good. It might be I mean, I think I can definitively say this is probably the best box that I've seen a Cherry on Top have, which makes sense why it sold out the first time and they literally had to restock. So lastly, again, sustainable scrapbooking. I love a good alpha die, and I do not have one like this. I have one tall, skinny alpha die that I use a lot and people go crazy over every time. And so and it's uppercase letters. So this will actually pair with it so well. It is not a Tim Holtz die. But I wonder, and we also don't sell them in the store anymore. It's a very old Memento. I don't think Memento sells them anymore. So it does make me wonder if they have this in the uppercase letters. Although I will say, if I'm going to pick, I'm always going to pick lowercase letters. Like if I'm writing a title, and maybe that's the millennial in me, like we don't always, when we're texting and things like that, we don't always like do uppercases and stuff like that. So I'm always going to lean towards if I have a choice, I'm going to do lowers. And I love that these have numbers as well though. So now I said I like these for those types of dies. For these, this is going to be a pain in my booty every time I go in to try to find letters. So I will use my magnetic sheets so I can put them in alphabetical order. So these are 2 inches. These are bigger than I expected them to be. There you go. I mean, this one's more than 2 inches. 1, 2. This is like 2.5 inches. Yeah, I guess the alphas, it says the A is 2 inches. Let's see. The A is still, yeah, it's 2 inches. So like the 5 is bigger. So it's proportional, I guess. Love these. I'm going to see myself using these a million times. Now, they cut out really skinny. And so what I do with my other one that I have, a lot of times with my super skinnies, I will cut it like 3 times and pile them on top of one another so they'll be sturdier. Or do like a 2 cut out of like a colored cardstock and then a glitter on top. And so you're not like wasting a bunch of glitter cardstock, but you're also like making them sturdier. But then also you can do them on a 1, depending on what you're using it on the project. But if you're using it for like a outside the page protector thing, I definitely think piling them up, layering them up is a good idea. And it gives them cool dimension. But I've cut them out before as well on foam. That's hit or miss. Foam is cool, but like it gets stuck in here. And then when you pull it out, it maybe gets like a little distorted. So I adore these. I think that this is such a good investment too. Again, with the, you know, how many titles can I make with this, you know, and versus how many titles can I make with 1 pack of letter stickers. Now, letter stickers have a time and place, and I have a ton of them, and I definitely like will not stop buying them right now, but I'm just saying for the future, or, you know, just like if you have trouble getting products, this is an investment, like a Sizzix, Big Shot, and a die collection is good. And you can like slowly build it. And I love these so much. I can't wait to use them. You're going to see so many projects from me from this. You'll probably get sick of them. Okay, that is the fall cherry box from A Cherry on Top. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to link down below. Again, like I said, I think the subscription has already passed, but they did restock. So they should have them in stock. And I'm going to create a bunch of projects. So if you already have yours, please come back and see what I create. And thank you guys for watching, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye, y'all.